Hi guys, Masterath, and welcome to one of the most important, Legends episodes on the MRW calendar. Yep, welcome to the pre-show. And this technically counts as the Legends episode, obviously. We've got 5 matches here to sort of get you geared up for the Series 9 quarterfinals. Including our main event, where our 5 robots who have qualified through the special events in Series 9 will take each other on in a 5-way battle. The winner takes on Anderson the Wogrus on the first episode of the new series of Judgment next year. Who's going to do it? Will it be either Solstice, Red Dawn, AK1, Z-Force, or Ultimo? We'll find that out later, but first, a puzzling question. Basically, this first battle is all about the scoop or forklift mechanism. Now, it's all been a sought after weapon, has that been. There are only 3 robots, in fact, who sort of have that sort of weapon. Now it's time to find out which one of them is the best. Damascus, the innovator of the scoop. New blood of the Series 1 New Blood champion. Yeah. But hasn't done really well in recent series. Anderson the Wogrus, the current Judgment champion. Made it to the Heat Finals in its first time before being beaten by Diamond Storm, but had a really good run and it will seed next series. And Velocity, probably the most successful of the lot. You know, Velocity's been there the most times. Well, the second most times, but it's been a lot more successful than Damascus. Probably the better of the 3, I'd say, at the moment, due to its ability to self-right, which Anderson the Wogrus doesn't have. Robots here, standby. 3, 2, 1, activate. Here we go, Anderson the Wogrus comes in, and straight away, there is Velocity. Velocity comes in with the scoop, trying to raise it up, but now, Damascus lifts Velocity. Velocity will be able to self-right from there, and does so. Now gets underneath Damascus's lifter. And there is Anderson the Wogrus. And Velocity flips Anderson the Wogrus up, and there is no way that Anderson the Wogrus can escape from that. Velocity again flips up and flips Damascus this time round. Now Velocity again gets the forklift underneath. And flips up the scoop, gets the scoop underneath. And flips up Damascus. Anderson the Wogrus can't escape from that angle. Damascus should be able to escape there. Trying to self-right is Damascus, actually. I don't even think Damascus can self-right anymore. I think the wind's been knocked out of him. The wind has actually been knocked out of him. Bill's going to come in to counter Anderson Wogrus here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pit Bun has gone. Bill is going to come in to count out Damascus here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Damascus is gone. He's out, and Anderson Wogrus follows suit. Velocity is the winner. Cease. Well, again, it's Anderson Wogrus' inability to self-right, which sort of gave it the problem there, and Velocity is the best scoop or forklift robot in Masteraths Robot Wars. Well, a quick start to the pre-show, but we digress. We will carry on. Now, it's a vengeance match. Black Death, the first time we've seen Black Death on Legends for years, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I can't even remember the last time we saw him. Versus Stinger. Now, if you want to see what happened, look back at, I think it's Heat 9 or 8. And watch the first round battle, including Black Death and Stinger. And Black Death was able to lock Stinger's wheels in place and lift it off the ground. However, the weight of Stinger was so much that Black Death actually couldn't move. So both robots were knocked out in the first round. Robots here, standby. 3, 2, 1, activate. This is what this rivalry is all about. Stinger, straight away, showing why he is a former quarter-finalist, former semi-finalist as well as Stinger, and a video version champion, winner of Series 3. The only robot in video version history to win in the series, but it is a new blood. Of course, first series doesn't count. Black Death trying to pin Stinger again. Doesn't get it though. Stinger able to escape. Black Death pushes. Stinger's got more power, I think, but Black Death has the flippers, which can be of use. Black Death now again lifts up Stinger, but Stinger can still move. Its wheel was not pinned like it was last time. Stinger, again, more shots coming down to Black Death's top. On the top of Black Death now. Black Death, if that axle of Stinger's axe snaps, I can see Black Death winning this one. But that might not happen. Black Death. Down comes the axe of Stinger again. The pendulum. The pendulum mace. He misses, and Black Death tries to make a chance here. Again, Black Death tries to get involved. Stinger hitting with the pendulum onto the top of Black Death, and that could have been the shot to knock Black Death out. Black Death is not moving, and that one hit from Stinger, you saw it, could have been the move to knock Black Death out, and I think it is. And Stinger, relentless in its assault here, relentless in its assault on Black Death. Black Death put up a hell of a fight against Stinger, but Stinger is going to win here against Black Death. And one final shot for good measure on the Black Death. Bill's going to come in to count him out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Black Death is gone. Stinger is the winner of this vengeance battle. And in come the house robots. White Lightning comes in with the axe coming down onto Black Death's top, which has suffered enough damage as it is. And now Bloodshed comes in. Bloodshed comes in with the double lifters! And that is why Bloodshed is probably the most dangerous house robot we've got. Those double lifters can knock you out at any time. Cease. Well, Black Death put up a good fight against Stinger, but Stinger's axe was just too powerful, too strong. The pendulum able to dominate there. Black Death beaten. Stinger gets vengeance. And folks, as you know, that is the last time we'll be seeing Stinger and Black Death this series. Oh, I know. But don't worry, folks, we've got a great match to coming up for you. Some great new blood competition. Yet a new robot which will be debuting fully here. You've never seen it before. And it will be going up against a seasoned veteran of Masteraths Wars. Here is the new blood robot. It's a pusher. Very powerful pusher from what we've heard. It's called Crush Syndrome. A pushing robot, low ground clearance, no stream-mech. They brag it to be the best pushing robot in Masteraths Wars. Let's see if that's true. They are going up against Impact, who for the first time ever this series was knocked out in round 1, flipped out the arena by Emerald Fusion, and hopefully they hope that they can sort of save some face by beating an upstart New Blood. Roll tier standby. 3, 2, 1, activate. Here we go. Crush Syndrome straight away. Wow, well, he's powerful. I'll give him that. Crush Syndrome is quick. He's powerful. And Impact better watch out. Crush Syndrome over the top of Impact. Impact seems to have lower ground clearance. Now Crush Syndrome pushes into Impact. Well, it's powerful. I'll give him that. Crush Syndrome is powerful. It's quick. It's got pushing powers galore. And Impact might have met his match against Crush Syndrome. Crush Syndrome, they say it's the most powerful pusher in MRW. But Impact gets the lifter underneath Crush Syndrome. Can he get him over? No. Crush Syndrome again! Pushes into Impact, and again! But Impact is a tough, dogged, determined machine. He's going to try and flip Crush Syndrome up and over. He's going to try and get it. No, he doesn't get it. Crush Syndrome again gets underneath, pushes Impact again. And again into the pit release button. Well, do you know what? They are living up to their hype right now, a Crush Syndrome. And Impact's gone! Crush Syndrome just beat a former two-time finalist. Folks, are we seeing the future of MRW right here? Cease. Crush Syndrome just beat a two-time finalist, three-time Legends champion. Sorry, three-time Judgement champion. Are we seeing, possibly, are we seeing the future of Masteraths right there with Crush Syndrome? He near enough didn't leave his feet. He just stomped over Impact like it was an F9. What a debut for Crush Syndrome. Folks, you'll be seeing a lot more of Crush Syndrome in the near future, I can tell you that. Well, folks, that last match sort of took me by surprise. But anyway, it's now time for tag team action. So, House Robots, please can you leave? Well, it's going to be, of all robots, it's going to be Excalibur and Genocide, the two oldies. For, folks, do you remember the last episode of Legends, which wasn't the Christmas special, the one before that? I did a four-way tag team match, and I said the winner will take on the tag team champions at the Series 9 pre-show. Yeah, I don't forget a thing, you guys. I don't forget a thing. So here we go. That match is now. Here are the tag team champions, Major John and Torto, both robots who sort of disappointed this series. Torto made it to the Heat Finals before being beaten by Speed. Major John knocked out in round 1. Bear in mind, both robots had really difficult heats, so you can sort of understand. But both robots now want to finish their series on a high. They're going up against Ensign and Exodus. Again, two more robots who didn't do as well as first thought. Exodus mainly being beaten by Hot Wheel in the Heat Finals. But we'll see who is going to win here. Remember, folks, that this will not be the last time in this series we see Exodus. He is, of course, in the Ultimate Challenge in the Grand Final match. It'll be Exodus versus Major John to kick things off. Rotiers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate. Here we go. Exodus gets straight underneath Major John and flips Major John up. And again, Exodus beaten by Hot Wheel by a little bit of fate, I guess. Anyway, Exodus now tags into Ensign. But Ensign has already found himself in a little bit of trouble with Major John. And Major John lifts up Ensign. And now the tide has turned on its head, I think. Torto now out. Ensign in. Torto with the push of death. And I tell you what, it had a brilliant fight with Speed and nearly, damn near enough, beat the champion. Torto pushes again. Ensign now into the corner of Genocide. And Ensign tries to self-right. Can't self-right from that angle. That's bad. Exodus sees the problem. Shoves into Torto, but he actually can't flip Torto, I don't think. Now, again, Exodus flips and self-rights Ensign. I don't know what Bill should have done about that. Torto flip now. But Major John, technically, turnabout's fair play. Major John is allowed to self-right Torto. But now I think it's level playing field. No more interferences, I think, from either of the two robots tagging in. Now tagged by Ensign, a bit forcefully into Exodus. Torto again. There is Exodus. Great flips by Exodus. Torto able to get underneath the Exodus flipper. Now Torto pushed. He was allowed to be pushed back. He wanted to be pushed back so he could do that move. Torto just shoved Exodus, and that back hit the side. That back hit the arena floor, the arena wall. And Exodus, I think, is not running anymore. The back protection, remember, is weak. Bill coming to counter Exodus here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exodus is gone. Torto's next up against Ensign of all robots. Ensign lifts on Torto. Major John tries to come in. Ensign blocking it. Bill just waiting now for the count here. Trying to prevent Major John is Ensign. Ensign flips Major John into the House Robot corner of Genocide. Genocide getting a lot of action here. Well, hey. Genocide comes in with a spike to the back. A spike to the back of Major John. And this match might have just turned on its head. This match might have just turned on its head here. Torterra is going to be carried out by Bill here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There goes Torterra. And I didn't see 2 counters has gone on Major John, and that's it. We have new tag team champions. Ensign and Exodus have done it. Climbed to the top of the mountain there. And after Torterra's great push on Exodus, it was Ensign who picked up the scrap, flipped Torterra, and then got Genocide to do the dirty work to take out the CO2 gas canister in Major John, so it couldn't self-right. Cease. Well, what can you say? Brilliant tactical move by Ensign. And he was able to make the play when it counted. Torterra and Major John have lost the tag team championships, and your new tag team champions are E&E, Exodus and Ensign. Let's go now, folks, to our main event. Folks, we are here at the main event. Now, these 5 robots have fought. Some have been defeated. Some are still undefeated this series. But one is going to go on to take on Anderson Wogrus, the Judgement Champion, and a chance to win some gold. Who's it going to be? Ultimo. I think the last time it won something was the Ultimate Challenge, I think. But before that, it was a Legends Champion at one point, with quite a few defenses to its name. Z-Force was in the Heat 2 special event, beat Battle Axe to win. Yeah, good lifter. Former seed number 3 in Series 3. Red Dawn defeated Zero in the Heat 10 battle. Known for flipping itself out the arena in the first round of the first heat of Masteraths Series 9. Solstice had the easiest special event match in history, beating Robo Frog. No surprise there. And AK1 undefeated this series through to the series quarterfinals. The only robot in these 5 to do it. Robots here, standby. 3, 2, 1, activate. We got flippers, 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 and flippers here. And Ultimo comes in. There is AK1. Now the problem with AK1 being in this match is, are they going to go whole hog? Because they are in the quarterfinals. Are they going to go nuts here? Or are they going to conserve a bit of energy? And it looks like they're going to go nuts here. And Ultimo, lucky that that flipper is not the right size for AK1's spiked weapon. Ultimo now flips. And flipped again. AK1 flips. Tries to get underneath Red Dawn. Red Dawn. AK1 flips Red Dawn there. Z-Force again. On the AK1, Red Dawn flips up Solstice. Red Dawn flips up Solstice! That is why Red Dawn is a dominant machine. I don't even think that Solstice can self-right. And Red Dawn just shows it! There goes Solstice! Red Dawn trying to self-right using the lifter. Ultimo not looking too good either. Ultimo not looking too good. Ultimo self-right. No, he can't. And Red Dawn flips Ultimo, and Ultimo back on his feet. Oh, for a brief moment! For a brief moment, and then out went Ultimo. Ultimo gone, Solstice gone. Z-Force, AK1, and Red Dawn are still left. And Red Dawn has dominated this at the moment. He's eliminated 2 robots. And he could be on his way to eliminate a 3rd in AK1. AK1 both flipped onto the flipper of Z-Force. Z-Force flipped! And incoming on the bloodshed there. Outgoing! Anyway, Z-Force again flips up and flips AK1. So all 3 of these robots are really good robots. You cannot say they are not. AK1 again, and Red Dawn. AK1 gone! AK1 has been beaten! Beaten by Red Dawn! But Red Dawn is having a tough time self-riding here. Z-Force into the pit release button. Red Dawn needs to self-ride quick, because Z-Force is on the warpath. Z-Force, who beat Battle Axe to get here. Red Dawn, who defeated Zero to get here. One robot is going to go through, and it is Z-Force. Z-Force just came in, picked up the scraps there against Red Dawn. And Z-Force will be the robot to take on Anderson the Wogrus on Judgment in the next Judgment episode. What a match. Cease. Well, Z-Force, brilliant lifter on it, and it was able to just get underneath and push Red Dawn into the pit. There's seriously nothing you can say about it. Z-Force was able to outmaneuver and outperform Red Dawn there. Red Dawn flipped out 3 robots, flipped out Ultimo, flipped out Solstice, flipped out AK-1. But it was Z-Force's push that is what meant most. Well, folks, Z-Force is the winner of our main event and goes through to take on Anderson the Wogrus on Judgment. Oh, yeah. So, folks, next week, the quarterfinals begins as we whittle 10 robots down to 4. And we will find out who are the top 4 robots this series. Folks, I've been the Master. I'll be seeing you next time. Remember, folks, you can't spell FMRW without MRW. See you next round. See you then. Goodbye.